Hi everybody, welcome back. Democracy 3, this is the last episode. This is going to be the last episode of our first term. We pick up where we left off last episode. We have like 2, possibly 3 more turns left until we face potentially being re-elected or just being kicked out of office. We might be superseded by Dr. Octopus, who I've not mentioned at all in this series, but he is the opposition still. Crazy to think that Dr. Octopus could potentially be leading Canada in a couple of turns' time. All right, we're ready straight away to resume our next term. If you remember last time, we lowered child benefits to help appease capitalists in some small, probably meaningless ways. At the same time, we probably pissed off a lot of people, probably not at the best point in time. With a re-election or with an actual election itself looming so closely. We're gonna find out next turn. We're patronizing the electorate. We're also compiling misleading statistics this time. That's not a good thing. Oh shit! It is election time. I thought we had more than this. I thought we had more turns than this. We don't actually have more turns than this. Is crazy. This is it. This is the election. Can we do it? We have to start the count. This is the moment of truth. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe that this is the election, and I've made some pretty shitty decisions leading up to the election as well. My god, start count. Come on. Can we do it? Non-voters. Oh my god, look at the non-voters. It looks like our party is doing... We did it. Wow. Jeez. That was a close one. It was a pretty close one. We had a lot of non-voters. Look at that. 15.5 million people are just so ambivalent towards politics in Canada that they just decided, fuck it, who cares? There's no point in voting. However, the people that really matter, 12.3 million that turned out and voted for the coalition of dinguses, really made today a special day. Wow. Because we've been re-elected. We've done it somehow. It's a fucking miracle, let's be honest, but we've done it. Dr. Octopus only managed to get a measly 17% of the vote because he's some sort of degenerate asshole in general. He's a criminal mastermind as well. Nobody trusts him to run Canada. Of course, I am not a criminal mastermind. I'm the best prime minister this fake country has ever known. So there we go. Player turnout, 55%. Your activist turnout boost was 11%. I don't even know what that is. Opposition activist turnout boost was only 1%. Dr. Octopus clearly not even a contender when it comes to percentages with me. Opposition turnout, 50%. Wow. Holy crap. We only beat him by 5% in that. So we got the count. We got the breakdown. Take a look at the breakdown. Oh my god. Look at this. Socialists really helped us out big time here. Also the poor. My god, look at the poor. We're just like so forced. The retired as well. The retired and the poor. We're just like the coalition of dinguses are definitely the best goddamn bastards there are out there. State employees, fairly happy as well. Actually, we almost beat him on pretty much every front except for capitalists, the self-employed. Weren't overly happy either, and the wealthy. But pretty much everyone else we beat Dr. Octopus on, which is pretty good actually. We've done quite well. Begin next turn. Look at that. We get an achievement and some more fireworks as well. We've successfully had a re-election. We won over the electorate with our political views somehow. Congratulations. Of course, there's still a capitalist plot out for me. And this is where we end, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately. Maybe you're sick of this series, and maybe you're not sick of this series. You'll have to let me know on Reddit and in comments and stuff. I can do a second term. I have no problem doing second term. It's quite a fun game. It'll be really interesting to see how things shape up over a second term. However, if you want me to move on to something else, I'm more than happy to do that as well. There's plenty of other games out there that I'm willing to play and also looking forward to play, especially being so close to Christmas. There's a whole bunch of new stuff coming out, which is quite good as well. Quarterly report then. Our last quarterly report. Our GDP is shit. Our health, not so shit. Our education, The opposite is shit. Unemployment is kind of shit. Crime is way down, which is very good, and poverty keeps dropping as well. The poor really helped us in a major way in that election, so that was pretty good. We estimate getting 67% of the vote in an election, which is, of course, now 4 years away again. There's an emergency or urgent policy question on banning livestock imports for me waiting in my second term if I decide to carry on playing. And it looks like our cabinet is still pretty crap. Our economy, the global economy, is still in recession, and the Battenberg Group, headed up by capitalists, are still out to get me. Environmentalists hate me now, and everybody else seems to be okay-ish. Great! Well, I apologize for the short episode. There was no way that I could predict that was going to be my last turn. I probably could have checked, but looking at the little progress bar at the top, I thought I had like 2 or 3 turns, which would have normally occupied an episode, but sadly didn't. So this is a bit of a short one. It's also the final one of this series, fairly short series. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you've seen that Democracy 3 is actually a really fun game. It's really fun to sit around and just mess around with. Lots of sliders, lots of things that you can have an impact on, lots of fun issues that can come up. You can turn your country into an absolute nightmare, some sort of like crazy policing country where nobody has any freedom and everybody hates you. Alternatively, you could turn it into some sort of utopia, the utopia that you've always wanted. Maybe you're unhappy living in the country that you currently live in. You want to make your own country. You can do it. You can do it in this game. It's a very good game. I highly recommend it. It was one that caught me by surprise, actually. It was not one that I picked up thinking that I would like very much. But of course, on Reddit, a lot of people were saying that they would like to see me play it. So I took their advice, I picked it up, and I've enjoyed it immensely. It's one of those rare opportunities you get to really appreciate a game that you would have otherwise never tried. This isn't something that would have instantly appealed to me if I'd ever seen it on sale on Steam or anything like that. So thank you. Thank you very much for suggesting it. I'm glad I got to try it out, and I'm glad that we got to play it together. As usual, thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned. Like I said, if you want to see me play more, let me know. If not, we'll move on to something else. Keep suggesting stuff in the Reddit threads for the month, November, December. Of course, January coming up fairly soon as well. There's all sorts of new stuff to pick up and play and do series on and stuff like that. So I'm interested in your feedback at all times, as usual, so let me know. Great. Okay, well, I'll end there then. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.